Hey, how's it going? If you're new to this channel, hi, nice to meet you. Click the subscribe button to join our family because today we're talking about a Twitter artist and an art thief who has done something very terrible. Just like every popular art drama, it usually starts with a Twitter artist who is just doing too much. Meet redditgoldstein, our art thief of the day, who stole this image, which is a fan art of a Dragon Ball Z character and was originally drawn by Rapizor. And then he baited him into responding to multiple troll tweets, and when he got worked up eventually, he began sending his own followers to mass report Rapizor's account, which eventually got him suspended off the Twitter platform. Just for a little bit of clarity, this is what he used to cover the original artist's watermark. For an art thief, that is just a really poor attempt at even stealing art. Now, this was brought to my attention by a beautiful person on Discord who sent me a message saying, "Hi, I just want to say that I'm a huge fan of yours. You taught me a lot about poses and self-love in my art. I've recently watched a video about a man named Zeren, aka Reddit Goldstein. Omnia posted a video about it and I kinda wanted to know your thoughts on the action. Thank you for sending that hearty message." So I just followed the rabbit hole on Twitter and found out exactly what had happened, and I also saw that my friend Omnia made a good video about it. So if you haven't seen her video, make sure you watch her video after seeing this one. Now let's briefly introduce the antagonist of today's story, Reddit Goldstein. Reddit Goldstein is a Twitter artist who also goes by the name Trusty Zeren, or just Zeren for short, which I'll refer to him later on in this video, and he also calls himself a sweet boy. I'm not so sure what that means exactly, and I don't think I really want to find out right now. He mostly operates on his Twitter account where he posts his stolen art to his 3,000 followers, and then they shower him with words of praise as if he brought down the 10 commandments on a rainy day. I also tried to search for his account on Instagram and every other website where you can share art, but nothing relating to him came up, so I'm guessing he doesn't have an art portfolio online, or he's just using another name on other social media platforms and still casually stealing art from other artists and parading them as his own. Who knows? Rapizor, on the other hand, is a 16-year-old black artist, and for his age, he is really talented. And I'm sure this may come as a shock to you, especially when you're comparing your own art with his at his age. For someone this young and very skilled, I'll say he has a very bright future ahead of him if he decides to continue to pursue art as his full career. He has his own webcomic called Darkless, which has been really successful and has a 10% user rating, so we know for sure it's definitely good. And you can also find other traces of him or his art on other social media platforms. Do you notice anything here at all? So in one hand, we have a Twitter account that posts art and claims it's original without any body of work or any decent art portfolio anywhere online. And in the other hand, we have another account that posts the same drawing with a portfolio with other art that looks the same as that, and they have their art on various platforms on the internet. Who would you think is an art thief if you had to guess between both profiles? I know we can argue that some artists can only be consistent on only one platform, but even at that, most artists still have an ArtStation or a DeviantArt account at least, where you can find most of their other work. So if an art thief claims to be the original artist, but his art can be found anywhere online and there's no relevant source of information regarding them as an artist or portfolio at least on any other platform on the internet, then that will immediately count as a red flag. And then there's also the issue of Zeren being a racist, which we're going to tackle later on in this video for sure. But right now, I'm just trying to figure out, why do people even decide to become an art thief? Every time I try to figure out why an art thief goes out of their way to steal art, I always just end up lost and confused. I guess the first reason will probably be to look cool online, since they see other artists in the community are appreciated and treated with high regard. But stealing art, posting it, and eventually getting caught just destroys your reputation even for an art thief. Another reason I'm guessing people steal art is so they can pretend to have a professional career as an artist, and then they use that to grow their following online, but most of the time their accounts don't even last long, because definitely someone is going to notice what they're doing and they will immediately start getting called out for art theft, which is something that I've seen happen a lot on Bluebird app. And most of the time when an art thief has successfully convinced their followers that they are a professional artist and has tricked them for so long, the followers won't be able to tell if they really were an art thief, especially when people come out with evidence calling them an art thief, which I'm guessing is exactly what Zeren did, since immediately Rapizor started calling him out for blatant art theft. A lot of Zeren's followers were literally defending him and calling Rapizor the actual art thief, which is not true. You guys are sick. Stealing Zeren's art and starting all this drama just wasn't enough for you. You have to bully all of his supporters too. I think you're the one who will never have a real friend. Zeren is just a good guy. People will always hate the good guy. Stop harassing this artist, please. Get something better to do, weirdo. With 2 exclamation marks so you can tell how urgent the tweet is.
Stop harassing Zeren now. I will bring forth the wrath of the gods. Send down your wrath, Almighty Zeus. Strike down the enemies of Zeren and see them from this world into the depths of Hades.
I'm not sure if his fans are so loyal that they don't see the watermark that is covering the entire background, which says Honesty AG, which I'm guessing is how Rapizor signs off his works, because I've seen that same name on other images that he has made. Or even this shape that just looks like it's covering something, which could be the original artist's name, but I'm sure it's not that obvious since it's the same color as the rest of the image and it's not sticking out enough for you to notice it. The Twitter user xground0 even made a thread breaking down both images and pointed out different areas that were either edited or changed, and even went all the way to point out the differences in the colors. And this Twitter user Sharkhead Girl made a thread showing all the other art Zeren had stolen earlier on, and he even used the same tactic of covering the original artist's name or watermark with an emoji. Truly sad times. So it seemed all the support Zeren was getting just spurred him on, and he kept denying all the accusations, calling Rapizor the actual art thief and making every other person believe that Rapizor was an art thief, forgetting this kid is just a minor and he shouldn't even be going through this kind of unnecessary drama at his stage. So he just kept baiting Rapizor into responding to him and getting him as mad and upset as he could with his tweets, and he just pushed Rapizor to the edge where eventually he just did the most relatable thing any normal person will do, which is to block Zeren, of course. And then Zeren responded with this. It's so funny how he's doing all the talking when he is the one that's actually the art thief in this situation. Dude, you stole my art. Nah, dude, come on. It's my art now. But it's mine. My name is literally on it. Hell nah, dude. I covered it up real good. No one can see it. Alright, fine. You win. I'll just block you and move on with my life. Loser. Who's the art thief now, eh? Who's the art thief now? And then after mocking Rapizor, he immediately started sending his followers to spam report Rapizor's account, because I'm guessing Rapizor was trying to get Twitter in on the situation. And with this Twitter unruly system, it just listens to the opinion of the majority without even considering any evidence or even trying to reach out to the person that was filing the complaint. And instead, they just suspended him immediately. I'm sure Rapizor would have just lost it when this happened. Imagine just losing your art account you've been working so hard to build to someone who just stole your art, posted it, and then reported your account when you were literally just trying to complain. Even after multiple requests by Rapizor for his situation to be looked into by the Twitter staff, he still wasn't able to get his account back and he still remains suspended as of now. I honestly think the Twitter system is unreliable when it comes to situations like this, and if this were to happen again, it will just be the same scenario that will play out and the original artist might just lose his accounts yet again. There's no way for a user to reach out to Twitter even if you have legit proof that your account was wrongfully flagged for misconduct. Rapizor now has a new account which he has grown to 10,000 followers after the incident, and for everyone watching this video right now, the least we can do is to show support by following and sharing the art on his new account, and also try to support his webcomic through Patreon. Now I'll leave links to everything I just said down in the description so you can go check it out, and be sure to follow him, of course. The good part about all this is at least Twitter got one thing right, which was eventually suspending Zeren off the platform, even if they delayed justice for long enough. So I guess that's the only win from this situation, and Zeren will no longer keep deceiving people and parading himself as a professional artist and even taking commissions, which I truly even wonder how he manages to do these commissions. Maybe he just takes money from people that want to commission him and then he just blocks them. Who knows? Well, at least now he can go and try to fix that issue, and maybe if he really wants to become an artist, he can practice and fix the other issues he's being called out for, like being a racist. There was a tweet he made when he was being asked about Rapizor, and his response was, "He's black, I think." What does being black have to do with anything? The fact that a person is black doesn't mean he can't be an artist, or he can't be a good artist at that. And definitely that doesn't automatically make him an art thief. On another tweet, he replies to someone speaking Portuguese saying, "Speak American, lol. What the f are you saying?" From his tweets, you can literally tell he has very likely racist tendencies, if not being a racist himself. And then he also claims to be a Jew whenever the issue of him being a racist is mentioned. And he uses being Jewish as a victim card to defend himself, accusing people of anti-Semitism. And he even goes to the extent of comparing his little Twitter art drama with what actual Jews were experiencing during the Holocaust. That is just reaching, my guy. We don't know for certain if he's actually Jewish or not, but using the Holocaust as an excuse and comparing it to your situation is just wrong and disrespectful to Jews and everything they stand for. And then he also enables the same behavior from his mutuals in the comment section, and it's just a complete mess any normal person should never involve themselves in. At least now we can all go to bed knowing Zeren and his loyal fan base have all been disabled and disbanded, so we shouldn't be seeing any harmful tweets from him or his followers for a while now. And Rapizor, on the other hand, is growing and becoming better as an artist with the support of the Twitter art community, which is something we like to see in this household. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. Give the video a like, subscribe to my channel if this is your first time seeing my face, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.